If you look at what is happening at the frontier you are entering, first of all, Spain, and second, Andalusia. And the concern that people have, of course, is about whether they'll be able to access Spain, not if they are registered as living there, because in those circumstances, they will have no problems at all. They'll just be able to show that they're returning from Gibraltar to their home in Spain. But if they want to access Spain for any other reason, to see a family member, to shop, or to go to a second home, for example, or indeed to take a short break in any of the regions of Andalusia that may still be open. I can tell you that it's clear that you will likely be able to enter Spain and that you will be subject to restrictions in Andalusia, which apply to every other individual who might be in Andalusia. But those positions are not yet 100% clear. We're just making sure that the position that the Junta, the Interior Ministry in Spain, and the Foreign Affairs Ministry in Spain set out is entirely joined up.
How will this affect cross-frontier workers not resident in Spain?
So if you're a cross-frontier worker and you're not resident in Spain, you're not really a cross-frontier worker unless you're coming from beyond Spain. That's the reality. If you haven't registered as living in Spain, then you're not registered as a cross-frontier worker. You probably have an address in Gibraltar, which is the address that you have in your employment contract, and Spain will see you as potentially having a second home in Spain, and if they are trying to restrict people traveling to their second home, you could be subject to controls. But as I say, I think entering Spain, which is the thing that you do at the frontier, will continue to be possible, and the question is mobility in Andalusia. I'm concerned also, for example, about people who are on holiday in Portugal, because they will be entering Andalusia through the international frontier, the Schengen frontier between Portugal and Spain and Andalusia, and it's not clear yet whether there will be controls there. We're seeking some clarification in that respect.
And if people are out for midterm, let's say, and would they need to return today before this is put in place at midnight?
So remember that the controls that are being put in place by the Junta de Andalucia are about entry into Andalusia. Exit from Andalusia to Gibraltar through the frontier should be okay as much on Friday, Saturday as on Sunday. What we are urging people to do if they return from a short break in Spain over the midterm holiday, which is what people have naturally been wanting to do this year with their children if they haven't been able to go further, is to please contact 200-41818 to arrange for a test on their return to Gibraltar. So 200-41818 to arrange for a test on their return to Gibraltar.
You spoke to the president of the Junta, Juanma Moreno, yesterday. What sort of continuous contact have you agreed on?
So if you think about it, the president of the Junta is from the Partido Popular administration. He and I have been able to develop a very positive relationship in the past 9 months. The pandemic, I think, has shown all politicians around the world that ideology need not get in the way of working together to try to arrest the pandemic in any way possible. And so we've continued in contact since we first spoke in April, and we will continue in contact in coming weeks and months as Andalusia and Gibraltar and the rest of the world try and arrest the spread of the virus through each separate jurisdiction.